Hey y'all, how y'all doing? It's Papa Bear here. Normally I don't like to do these type of videos, but I'm giving you guys an intro video explaining what happened today and what I was doing. Earlier today, I did beta testing at 5:55 a.m. in the morning for the Teton Sports Ultralight Leaf 0 Degree Sleeping Bag. The video in which I capture everything on came corrupted. Like, I don't know why. It's never happened before. So to help you guys out, so you understand exactly what all went into this beta testing, let me just paint this picture for you, okay? The sleeping bag went inside an Army bivy sack. It would pretty much substituted a tent. And if I ever decided through the Appalachian Trail, if I'm going to stay in the shelter, I'm going to carry a bivy sack with me. And that was one of the criteria that I was looking at. Also, underneath the sleeping bag, inside the bivy sack, I had a Thermarest closed cell foam. That's all I had. Now, what I wore is regular wool socks that I've always been wearing for the last 5 years. And I also had this base layer on, Champs and Champs bottom, and a pair of shorts. Okay, and I hung out in the sleeping bag for an hour, slept on and off, because I wanted to keep myself alert to pay attention to how my body felt. I broke it down into two 30-minute sessions. The first session, I slept in the sleeping bag with the garage door closed. The second session, I slept in the sleeping bag with the garage door cracked open. There was a significant difference in the change of temperature, about at least 10 to 15, maybe 20 degrees. However, the sleeping bag held up nicely. Next, after coming inside and warming up just a little bit and letting my camera gear charge up because everything was dead, I went outside and did my beta testing outside. I took my whole setup, left it outside about 15, 20 minutes, so that way it can get accustomed to what it's being outside in those conditions. And then I went outside and actually hopped into my sleeping bag. And so the video that you're going to see now is me outside, 10-degree weather, at 7:21, something like that in the morning, in the sleeping bag. So I'm sorry I don't have a lot more footage on it, but hey, it is what it is. So check this out. All right, y'all, here we go. We're set up, ready to rock and roll. Like I said, it's actually 10 degrees outside right now. I felt every bit of this 10 degrees. My legs are freezing. However, my upper body is doing very well. It is very, 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 very warm. So I'm gonna hop into the sleeping bag and we're gonna get it going. Oh yeah, I feel that coming. People driving by probably think I'm crazy. Let me see this. Immediately the warmth started to come to my legs, my buns. Get a little warm here. So I'm gonna go and zip myself all the way up. I can tell you right now that I am starting to feel warm in my lower extremities. Oh man, I'm so glad the sleeping bag is actually working right now. It is extremely cold out here, and my hands are starting to freeze. Maybe I should have worn gloves, but you know what though? I want to get as pure as possible with this testing right here, because when I go out in those woods again, I do not want to fail. And I even think that when I get the sleeping bag liner for this bad boy, I might go with that Steven Summit Thermal. It may add that 5 to 15 degrees that I hope it does to this actual bag itself. So, and I got some other ideas that I'm gonna try out later on. Oh yeah, I feel that warmth. Deep sun, don't fail me now. There we go. Got it.
immediately I feel the warmth. I mean, I can't describe how warm I am right now. And surprisingly, my legs are not that cold as I thought they would be.
Alright, so overall, I was very satisfied with the beta testing outside. 10 degrees outside, it was 55 degrees in the bag itself, so that tells us that's a 45-degree difference in temperature. So that's good. That's what I wanted. I think, if I remember correctly, when I was up in Shenandoah, there was no difference in degrees. I was just freezing. Can I say freezing? Freezing. There was no warmth for me to get warm. Now, granted, the testing wasn't done in base layer clothing, but something you have to remember, it's almost 0 degrees outside, and I think all the research that I've done, despite the fact that I like to be in base layer clothes when I sleep, most people are wearing all of their layers when they sleep at night. Even the thru hikers are doing it. So with that being said, excuse me. So with that being said, I think this experiment is pretty successful, and I think what I need to do to boost the rating of the sleeping bag, so that way I'm not trying to spend too much money buying the biggest, the baddest, most expensive sleeping bag, is I need to get a bag liner, like I said before, and I've been saying it, throughout this video. I also need to get another roll of reflectant and actually get it a little bit bigger. I have been, I've said it a couple times, I believe, but I think that's where it's at. Because my back stayed warm, my butt stayed warm, my thighs and everything stayed warm. I didn't feel not a single cold on my back. And that is much improvement compared to where it was when I was up in Shenandoah, and I was just freezing in regards to my side, my butt, and all that good jazz. Looking at my cat, sorry. So I think that's pretty good. And then one of the things I'm actually thinking about doing is there's a trick that I saw, or a tip that I saw on Outdoors Adventure, and he got this from Shook. I think I'm going to do the Mylar booties, well, Mylar inserts, but I'm thinking I'm going to go a step further and try to see if I can make some Mylar booties so that I can put around my feet. And we'll see how that works and see how the heat comes in regards to that. Because at the last minute, my toes did get cold. And I can say that wasn't the sleeping bag's fault. I'm a big dude. I'm 6 feet. And I was pushing against and compressing the insulation. So when that insulation doesn't loft, that's when you're losing that body heat. So I think all in all, if I was to do that, I would be completely fine. And if I can find another base layer or another mid-layer wear that I can wear while out doing my my adventures, then I will obviously purchase that for the purpose of trying to stay warm when I sleep at night. So I will wear my base layer champ leggings with that base layer itself, and I will go about it just like that. So either way you look at it, winter backpacking is unique and it's different in any way. You have to have the gear to get it done, and I think there's ways of going out getting the gear without breaking the bank. So I'm pretty happy with what I've done and what I have right now. And with that being said, man, thank you for tuning in to this channel. It's humble beginnings. It's 2018. We're trying to do bigger and better things. So go hike yourself out here.